Welcome back, everybody. This is IronOE here, and in today's video we get to look at a really early for me specifically. It's, somewhere around 6, because getting that weekly reset. The Iron Banner, when it's coming to town. So Iron Banner's here. If you look up, if you head to the destination loop here and hit LT, check in, or whatever your equivalent button is to check your milestones, you can see in the top left should be Iron Banner. Speak with Lord Saladin at the Iron Banner grounds beneath the Traveler. So this is just going to be a quick breakdown of what he's selling, where he is, and how the stats go on the weapons he's selling, what the weapons look like, and how the armor rolls. Can we get no mobility on some of that armor? I would like to see. And we'll look to see right where he is, so let's jump right into it. And there he is. It still seems his is still victory week here at the tower with the dead orbit stuff still up and running. Didn't have that go away. But if you look up in the top right, you can see Saladin here with his giant burning frying pan. Guardian. Let's go check him out real quick. So here he is, Lord Saladin, just to the right when you come into the tower, and right enough. And let's see how he's looking. I like the new effect off of the banner here. Go ahead and check him out. Saladin, what's up?
Is to answer the
what you got? He obviously has a quest for you.
Guardian, welcome to the Iron Banner. The relics you'll win here have been preserved through the ages, from a time when the Iron Lords watched over humanity. This tournament honors the old ways. We celebrate the combat techniques and the battles that built the city. Your role is simple. Just be what you are. A shining example to Guardians everywhere.
Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. Show me you can triumph in battles of light versus light, and I will reward you with relics from the Dark Age, the armor and weapons of the Iron Lords. Okay, let's take a look at what he's got here. So, milestone updated. Complete 3 challenges in the Iron Banner, so that's the first step to his quest lines or his milestones. Well, let's go ahead and check out these right here. So, I am on the Titan, because that is one I'm going to be looking for. And, okay, alright. So, first, let's start with the helmet. The Iron Trowge helmet. This is mobility, resilience, recovery, generally across the board. The helmet here, you can have this run for max, or halfway recovering, completely taking off that mobility stat, which I recommend. That's mobility really doesn't do anything, so the helmet is a good pick in my opinion. The armor, the arms also have improved recovery, which is also, again, a really good thing. You can get rid of that resilience, or you can get rid of a little more resilience for a little bit more recovery. Really like these. I'm definitely looking to get these as an armor set. God, they did really good work on the armor set this time's run. We'll talk about the weapons. I'll get to the weapons. The chest piece also has improved recovery because it has, unfortunately, some mobility on it, and it doesn't look like you can get rid of that. So if you run the chest piece, which kind of sucks because I like the fur and I would prefer not to run mobility, I might have to suck it up and may run 1 mobility. That's too bad, at least for the Titan. Now let's see the armor sets if are mutually exclusive to specific things, or one person is going to be better than another. The boots are also high mobility. Ooh, and the only thing you'll be able to swap to is another restorative mod to make the recovery a little bit faster. Really high in the recovery of the Iron Banner armor. But again, I love the intricacies of the details of the patchwork of the boots and such. And of course we have the sash. We are the last hope. We must be unbreakable. I demand nothing less. Radagast defying Sagoth. I do like that a lot though, so I'm probably definitely going to get that for the sash. Again, just general looks, not anything really too flashy or amazing here. Obviously that. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at these shaders. What do we have here? We have the Iron Battalion Legendary Shader. Generally probably a green and gold look. Yep, pretty much very much the Iron Banner style of weapon, or very much the Iron Banner style. And then the final one is the Iron Wolf. I have a feeling I might like this one a lot. Yeah, just kind of brown and gold, nothing really crazy. I like the more green of the last one, so this one might be more appealing to me, the Iron Battalion. Let's quickly go ahead and look at the weapons. First we'll be looking at the Forward Path Auto Rifle. Now these did leak online relatively early. kicked to orbit. Hold on.
Make me
Sorry about that,
proud,
Saladin.
Titan.
Minor weird disconnect error. Okay, but anyway, where were we? We were at okay, we were looking at the forward path. Forged in honor of Wayloran and roads yet traveled. This is a mid-impact, maybe lower end of the impact, decent range, decent stability, incredible handling and reload speed auto rifle with a 43-round magazine clip at 600 rounds a minute, 293 light. So for me, that's okay, that's decent. It has the Red Dot 2 MOA, slightly increases range, increases handling speed for one of the scopes currently equipped. Red Dot Micro increases range, increases handling speed, and then the rifle scope SSF. Slightly increases range, but slightly increases handling speed. I would probably end up running just the regular scope. I really like that scope. It's nice and gives you a nice wide open look on the view on the battlefield when you zoom down sights. Then you have armor piercing rounds, which is a slightly increased range. And then you have extended mag to turn that 43 mag probably into a 50 round mag. It's probably not too much of it, but again, you could probably take this, for being honest, because you lose some reload speed, but your reload speed on this weapon, the forward path, is already so high that the little range bump you lose probably won't really ding you out too much. And then the final perk on the forward path is tap the trigger. A short period of increased stability and accuracy on an initial trigger pull. It is very, very short. So it is something you have to really get those first shots off, and they have to land, or that perk's not going to feel that useful to you personally in PvP, because these, I mean, obviously, undoubtedly, this is where these weapons are going to probably feel the most useful, would be maybe PvP, because that's kind of where they're coming from. The next one is the Wizened Rebuke, forged in honor of Scory, of lessons learned and lessons taught. This is a incredible Jesus impact scout rifle, a fusion rifle. This is a regular fusion rifle, not linear, that with about a medium half range and decent handling with some fairly low stability and a very low reload speed, has a charge time of 900 milliseconds before the weapon fires, and then a 5-shot magazine. The scopes on this gun are the Clean Shot IS for the increased handling speed and increased range. Red Dot 2 MOA is the slightly increased range with an increased handling speed. Or the Red Dot Micro is the agile sight short zoom with increased range and increased handling speed. Probably end up just going to run either whatever the flip is up here, or run the Red Dot MOA made for just increased range and a little bit of handling, more like a little bit of handling. It's not shown up there, but it gives you a little range bump, so this might be the second one worth running. First perk is Liquid Coil, slower building charge for higher damage, so increases the impact of damage but a slower or charge time, so could be good, could not be good. Enhanced battery, which is for less impact, which, let's be honest, you're not losing much impact there. You get an increased magazine, probably an extra bullet or two, probably 7 in the mag or 6 in the mag. And the final perk is Backup Plan. Grants reduced charge time and increased handling speed for a short time immediately after swapping this weapon. So, not a bad weapon. Reduced charge time on a swap is really useful, so this fusion rifle could be fairly well in PvP. Fusion rifles are kind of big and they do a lot of damage now, so this may be what you're looking for, and maybe I'll pick this up and give this a try. Up next we have the Day's Fury, forged in honor of Radagast and Righteous Rage born anew. This is a grenade launcher with a fairly blast radius and melt velocity, but very fast reload speed and very quick handling with some pretty decent stability at 100 rounds per minute with a 7-round magazine. The perks are Counter Mass. This weapon is weighted for vertical recoil, greatly controls recoil, increases stability, and increases handling speed. And then this weapon's launch parameters are particularly stable, with the confined launch, greatly increases stability, increased blast radius, and decreased projectile speed, so a little bit more blast radius, less velocity, and a little bit of stability, but less handling, but not too bad. And then the volatile launch, which is just increases blast radius, slight decrease to handling, and a slight decrease to projectile speed. Don't know if I'd run this. Let's see, on all of these barrels, I guess the first one's fine. Maybe confined launch, because it gives you a little more blast radius, which I think you might want on a grenade launcher. Looking at the perks, we have mini frags. Grenades are smaller and more compact for easier reload. That's why the reload's so fast. Or you can do spike grenades. Grenades fired from this weapon to increase damage on direct hits, increasing blast radius and stability, but lowering that reload speed. And it looks like it generally hits the magazine a little bit, probably goes down to 5 or 6. This looks like it would be a very interesting addition. I might have to pick this up because I've never seen a perk like this on a a grenade launcher on either of these two things. So we'll have to see. Let's see if this. And the final perk is snapshots. It's just quick and simple, faster time to aim down sights. Not bad. Overall, I might try to pick this up, see how this goes. If you're big on grenade launchers, this does seem as an interesting grenade launcher. The next weapon is the hand cannon, the steady hand, forged in honor of Perun and a just and unwavering resolve. This is a low rate of fire, high impact, decent range hand cannon, low handling, low stability. The sights are True Sight HCS, slightly increases range, increased stability, and increased handling speed. The Hitmark HCS, accurate hand cannon sight with slightly increased range. And then the Crossfire HCS, sharp hand cannon sight with increased range, slightly increased stability, and increased handling speed. Decent. I would probably, the other two perks, stability and handling, lose too much from both of these, so I'd probably just stick with True Sight, because if I was going to use this competitively, the 8-round magazine would make it hard, but let's see if the perks can save it here. Then we have Flared Magwell, which is just increased stability with a slight increase there, and then greatly increases the reload speed, so the reload's not too bad. It's about halfway up, so it could be the reload. The reload might save that 8-round magazine. Or we run the perk Alloy Magazine, which is just faster reloads when the mag is empty for less stability and less reload speed, but when that mag is empty, it reloads a little bit quicker. Probably just stick with Flared Magwell personally. Final perk is Outlaw. Precision kills greatly increase reload time. This could be a good PvP weapon, but I just don't see the low fire hand cannons. Again, maybe, and I've been wrong, especially about the Future War Cult hand cannon. Has apparently been amazing. People have heard and said in PvP. But personally, they're just not much. I like the snappier fire hand cannon, so we'll see. Maybe if I get this, I'll give it a try. I'm not so foolish as to not give it, a go around. The next weapon is the Time-Worn Spire, forged in honor of Silmar. Persistence in the face of impossible odds. This pulse rifle looks very good. I like this style. It's like the new Foundry style of pulse rifle. I'll definitely try and get this. It's got a mid-impact, range, pretty good stability, okay handling, and a pretty good reload speed with rounds of per minute, 540 rounds per minute with a 39-round magazine. Has deeper ammo reserve and a slightly faster reload when the mag is empty. The sights are the Hitmark IS, greatly increases handling speed and increases range. Red Dot Micro, which is increases range and increases handling speed for a little bit of range boot there and a little bit less handling. And the final scope is Rifle Scope SSF, slightly increases range, slightly decreases handling speed with a lot less handling and a little bit of range gain. Not as much as you would from this for less, so I wouldn't even run Rifle Scope. At most, I'd run Red Dot Micro to get a little bit boost on the range if I really needed it. The first set of perks are Tactical Mag, slightly increases stability, increases reload speed, and increases magazine size. So we get a little more bullets in there, make the reload a little bit quicker, and get a little more stability. So that's currently what it's running, which is at 39 bullets. Next perk is Accurized Rounds. It can fire longer distances for a big range bump, but you lose probably 7 bullets, so you're going to go down to a 33-round magazine, but that's okay because you might get the benefit of the faster reload when the mag empties really quick. And then the final perk is Zen Moment. Causing damage with this weapon increases its stability. And now to my favorite archetype of this scout rifle, the Guiding Sight, forged in honor of Ephrodite and all that inspires. We got a quick peek at this early on, but this scout rifle comes with the Clean Shot IS, which is increased handling and slightly increased range. Red Dot 2 MOA, slightly increases range and slightly increases handling speed. The Rifle Scout, Rifle Scope ST, increased range and increased handling speed for you lose way too much handling and gain for a little bump in range. Doesn't seem that's particularly worth it. I'd probably just stick around with the first scope, maybe use the second scope if you want to kind of change it up a little bit. Tactical Mag, the weapon has multiple tactical improvements, increases stability, increased reload speed, and increases magazine size. Or you could run Armor-Piercing Rounds. Rounds cause extra damage to combatants, shields, and over-penetrates targets. Slightly increases the range, but you lose a good chunk of reload and a little bit of stability, and you probably go down from 14 bullets to 13 bullets. This is a relatively high-impact scout rifle. We'll have to see how this performs out there in PvP, and PvE, but I'm feeling like this might be a PvE weapon, especially with the armor-piercing rounds. They're not early in the morning, and they're not the hard light rounds. They're not the the heavy impact rounds that cause people to stagger. They are just armor-piercing. The final perk is Pulse Monitor. Auto reloads part of the magazine when you are critically wounded. Again, we'll have to see where this comes into play. I've yet to see a weapon that really, signifies this perk at its best. But we'll see. We'll see about the Scout Rifle. The Hero's Burden, forged in honor of Saladin, of all that has been lost and all that remains. The final weapon is a submachine gun with an okay range, decent halfway stability, alright handling, and a halfway reload speed of 900 rounds per minute with a 33 round magazine. Suros Foundry. Slow 10 post is one of the sights, increases handling speed, slightly increases range. The SPO 28 front increases range, slightly increases handling speed. SPO 26 front, which is increased handling speed and increased range, a little bit of range bump there, not too much of a difference. The first perk is high caliber rounds. That's what they're called, high caliber rounds. So shock, not this far, the weapon knock the target back farther, slightly increases range. These are great in PvP for doing just general damage, as it makes your opponent's scope sway all over the place, so you can almost win almost any engagement. The second perk is drop mag. Magazine drops on reload, wasting the ammo, but greatly increases the reload speed. Again, you get that choice of the faster reload to the less ammo. This did not pair with anything that makes it reload really quick, so this, I don't know how well this would pair with other stuff. And the final perk is Threat Detector. Increases reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. So this could be generally very good for PvP or maybe a certain PvE style, depending on what you're playing. I would actually, it's a submachine gun I might actually think about, keeping with me. We'll have to see. And of course you have the additional rewards that Saladin is giving out. But that is it for the weapons and what they are, and the armors, and generally what the armors, I would assume. I haven't checked Warlock and Hunter, but run across the board. I really do love this armor set. Let's talk about that real quick. I think the armor set looks amazing. I love the style. I don't know about the horns, but everything else looks really cool to me, especially the pauldrons. I love the wolves. They look really, really cool. Now, as for the weapons, I don't know, Bungie. These are like, besides just, they're literally just a recolor with the Iron Banner, sigil just kind of, slapped on there. I don't know that I find this visually impressive. Love or hate the rise of Iron Banner weapons and how they looked. They at least looked unique, and there was really not any other guns in the game, really, that looked like them. There was another set of them, but they were different. They weren't the same. They weren't reskins. These very much look and feel. These are from a foundry. These are very much reskins.